Action in your butt.
Hey, we're back from down under. We're here back to the apex from the under. But man, a crazy card, man. Another pay-per-view in the books. How did you enjoy the card? I didn't get to watch all the main card fights.
Yeah, I didn't get to
obviously know the results.
I didn't get to watch the fights till like probably the second main card. I went to the Battle of the Bay, SF in Oakland.
Oh, the baseball game.
The last one, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't get there till like the second. But I was down bad all night. Or like the little bets I was doing kept losing, man. Like I heard what's his name got robbed. Kuya got robbed.
Yeah, I watched all the prelim fights up until the main card started, and then I saw the replay of the Izzy fight, so I know I watched the Izzy one. Yeah. But Kuya got robbed, and it's funny because I was texting my homie during. He's Filipino. Shout out Jason. He liked Kuya. He's like, I got for the culture. I got to bet on Kuya, and he was cheap at the close of the line. Like it was like minus 120 at one point. And he opened like minus 200. So, but yeah, no, I had Ramos. I bet on Ramos, right? And I was watching the fight. And I was like, oh yeah, Ramos lost for sure. After I was like, Ramos lost. He started hot, but then he just doesn't have a better chin. Kuya has a chin, right? And then when they announced, I was like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. That's crazy. Man, so Kuya did get robbed, bro. That sucks. But
Kulo
good for me. Good. You know, those even out. But a lot of crazy fights. But let's just talk about the main one. I guess we'll go over the card.
Let's go over our
picks. Our suspects. You know, we both didn't go positive, though. Yeah, man, you went 1-3, minus 2.15 units. The one you did get was the greasy parlay of Prates and Jenkins, who got the job done at minus 200 for that. And then the one you missed here was Izzy at minus 115. Then Hooker by KO plus 800. I mean, that's not a bad bet there. I would say that's still good.
Yeah, that was for sure. That was a scrappy fight. You can give it to. I mean, I was thinking what's his name was going to win it anyways, Gamrot, but I feel like they gave Hooker the hometown nod.
Yeah, but it just showed like Hooker definitely was undervalued, right? Like Gamrot,
no, for sure. Minus especially like I was like tripping off the RDA fight because he was getting lit up. So that's why I thought Hooker was very live, and then look, he ended up sneaking it out. And then what was the other one?
The other one's a parlay of Urseg and Kulabau.
Man, two Kulabau we said got robbed, and Urseg just let me down, man. The three fights in 5 months, that might have fucked me up. He got his ass. What's his name? That's the thing about Kai. That's how we said Kai Kara was gonna win, but I didn't think that the time being out, he was gonna have no timing, but he came in there and starched him.
Damn, don't blink, bro. Yeah, I gotta watch that because when I saw the results, I was like the results of it. I was like, damn, starched him in the first. I was like, early, like did he catch him or what happened? So
the thing is, I thought it could have kept going. Like the ref could have let it keep going, but the thing is, he fell so bad the first time. It was like, oh yeah, it could be over.
Hey man, Kai, he might get a title shot next, probably.
Yeah, most likely. There's nobody really there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, for me, I went 2-2 minus 0.5 units, so a small loss on the juice, but I got DDP minus 105. Crazy fight, man. Like, man, I would argue, like, I would even say, in my opinion, when I watched it, I thought Izzy could have been arguably up going into the fourth, or at least it could have been a close fight going into the fourth round until DDP subbed him out. But man, that was Izzy didn't look washed, man. People were talking about that. I saw some memes, a lot of memes about Izzy's washed because he lost, but it's like his performance was good, and even he said he was proud of it. It's just obviously the results wasn't what he wanted.
Nah, yeah, it was a good fight. I thought Driscoll was winning, but I was for sure pulling for Izzy. But I thought Driscoll was doing more in there. You know what I'm saying? He was moving forward. He was getting takedowns. You know what I'm saying? Stylebender wasn't really landing too clean. Well, they say he had 97 significant strikes, but what's his name was dictating the pace of the fight. Driscoll's for sure.
And his style, but his style is kind of weird. It looked like at some points of the fight, it looked like he was tired. And then it also looked like when he was stumbling and shit, because he like went too forward with his punches and shit. And it just looked.
That's just how he fights, man. He's just like a drunk dude fighting. Because that's how it's been ever since. If you go check out his fight against Brad Tavares, it's just knock down, drag him like everywhere. Just this is how he goes.
Yeah, man.
The
But
thing is, he used Izzy's kryptonite, that grappling, man. Izzy's a great stand-up, but if you mix it up with him, it's usually all bad. And that's why, like,
mhm.
I don't know if Pereira fought Driscus, that'd be like a close fight, but I think Driscus would win that fight.
Oh, Pereira and Driscus at 205.
Yeah. No, at 185.
Dude, at 185, I think Driscus for sure wins.
Well, that's what Pereira said. That he said I'm going back down to 185. Like,
Yeah,
he was just trying to get some clout, but yeah, he for sure
that,
said
that was
that.
kind of we don't want to see that, Pereira. We don't want to see you go down to 185. Like that's no longer like Driscus could easily go up to 205.
Yeah.
He's pretty large, I would say, for 185 or so. But yeah, man, he's the African champ, and we'll see what's next. They're doing the rematch. It's him and Strickland. We don't know where yet, but that's gonna be pretty good because arguably people say that Strickland won last time. It's just a robbery for some people.
Yep.
So it's gonna be good. The next one I got wrong, or the one I got right, the other one I got right was Casey O'Neill plus 140. King Casey, just easy work on Luana Santos, bro. Short turnaround, the travel, and I just thought she was definitely overrated after her last win because she dominated the weakest opponent of all time. So, but yeah, man. And then we got O'Neal did that celebration, the ray gun breakdancing celebration. Yeah. The two I got wrong was Steve Urseg at minus 155 and Junior Tafa. Man, he looked good like the first 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so. Looked real good. He was throwing power. He was hitting him, and he was starting to overwhelm dude. And of course, what we all thought would happen is like Walter has to grapple, right? That's his thing. He's not just going to stand there and be like his brother Johnny Walker and just get dinged up. So he started grappling, and once he got Tafa down, bro, we already know. Well, once you get a Toffer brother down, he ain't getting back up, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. And he just got smothered, and then the knee bar submission or leg lock, he tapped out due to screaming. That's why they called it off. But then there was beef after. But Walter Walker is talking about challenging the brother of Justin Taffa. Is it Justin? And then this was Junior. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like the Usos or something. This is Jimmy and Jay.
Australian Usos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Walker brothers, they should just do a tag team match. Walker brother against Taffa brothers right now, dude. But yeah, man, we move on, bro. I mean, we just got to keep moving on. We got another mini card here in the Apex before we take a week break for Labor Day. Shout outs to the Gen G Universe group chat on Wax. We're about to have our Gen G Universe Labor Day weekend fantasy football extravaganza. Yeah, so, but yeah, let me share this with y'all and we could take a look at this card. What we got here? We got Cannonier, man, the pride of Alaska FC against the Fighting Nerds, Kyle Borralho. But we're going to start at the freaking bottom. We got horny fights to start off right away. Double dose of horny fights. We got a debut of Kong Wang, Chinese kickboxer, against Victoria Leonardo in the flyweights here, man. Undefeated, 5-0. The Joker, that's her name. She's 32 years old, though, so a little later in her career. She's from Road to UFC here, and she won there with the mounted guillotine. So she's never lost, but I'm going to be honest, like, competition-wise, I don't know any of these people except for Yanan Wu, who's just very average, but she has been in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely counts for something. Victoria Leonardo, 9-5, man. She's 34 years old. She's more of a wrestler type of chick here, but yeah, I mean, she's been in the UFC now for what, since 2020, and she's fought some decent ass competition. I mean, she's lost a lot, so I think that really means something. But here's the odds, man. This is crazy. You got Kong Wang minus 950 right now, and Victoria Leonardo's plus 650. That's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, I think Kong Wang should win. She's a kickboxer, which is like Victoria Leonardo's like kryptonite. She's a wrestler that can't stop a kickboxer. Which what's the point of wrestling then? Like what the fuck? So yeah, she's probably gonna get knocked out. But at the same time, I'm not laying minus 1,000 or whatever. With a brand new Asian fighter that's never fought in the UFC before. Like, no thanks in women's flyweights. I'm
Yeah,
good.
what's her by knockout? TKO, the Asian
They
shit.
don't even got props out on Bet Online for that one yet. They have it for
Damn.
every other fight except for this one.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's like you said, the debut Asian fighter at -1000 is crazy. I would just go with this Goku chick just for the value, but yeah,
Yeah,
man. Especially
I'm
because we
with you
can't see the
too.
props, but yeah,
I'm with you too. It's dog or pass here, just like based on the pricing here. But I don't expect her to win. Don't expect Leonardo to win. She's not good. Next up, we got Josiane Nunes against Jacqueline Calvacanti. Josiana doing Josie right
yeah. She
here.
got
10 and
whooped
2,
on by
man.
who? She get whooped on by who in her last fight? It was somebody
She
that
got
she
whooped.
that by Chelsea Chandler. Yeah,
Chelsea Chandler, yes. Everyone's favorite fighter here. But
yeah. That
I mean, Nunes, bro, she's fought. I would say, in my opinion, this is very poor competition in the UFC. Look at this. Bea Malecki, Ramona Pasquale, bro, Zara Farn. Like, these are probably like the lowest. If you ask me, like, name the weakest fighters in this division for women that you've experienced, like, this is what I would name.
and
So
then
that's my
and then
problem with this.
Chelsea Chandler. That's like a super red flag.
Yeah. Then you got a young prospect here, 6-1. She's 26 years old, 4-fight win streak, also striker. She obviously she hasn't had good competition. She fought Sarah Varn and won by decision as well. And then here she was in the PFL Challenger Series, lost by split decision by Martina Jandarova. So people say that's a red flag, but I think that's a good experience for her at a young age, and she's definitely on the up. She obviously is the favorite, I believe, here. Oh shit! What happened to my page? But I'm picking this chick right here, Cavalcante. Obviously younger, way better. I just think she just has everything ahead of her. Nunes, man, like she can't wrestle. She only can throw bombs, and she throws swinging bombs because her arms are crazy long. Here are the odds. Nunes is +160. Cavalcante is -185. So I think Cavalcante is good, even at -185. I'm going with that.
Yeah, I'm going with her too.
Yeah, Nunes, man, it's gross. You can't lose to Chelsea Chandler, bro.
Yeah,
Like that's
that
it's no
age. That
bueno.
lost age is bad now. You look at it, real bad.
Super bad. Next up, man, we got Jose Medina against Zach Reese. Man, this is a Bolivian fighter.
Bolivia, he got
11-3.
on that caviar.
That nose caviar. Knockout guy, man. He's never been knocked out here. He most recently lost in the Contender Series last year to Magomed Ghaziasulov, who's undefeated. I mean, I don't even know that fighter, but I'm going to tell you right now, just by seeing his record and his last name or his whole name, I'm assuming he's pretty decent. you know, so you can't hate on that too much. Zachary Reese, 7-1, 30 years old. He's still a prospect here. Definitely a crowd pleaser. He's overall been finishing everyone. The only loss he has is against Cody Brundage, which was a red flag, but it is when he got slammed and then finished from trying to get a submission, I believe. So, obviously I'm going to say Zachary Reese, but when I tell you the odds, it is going to sketch you out. Zachary Reese is now a -500, and Medina is now +375, man. UFC lines are getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazier and crazier. Shit's out of pocket. But yeah, I mean, I'm going Zachary Reese, but I hate this price, -500 for Reese. It's pretty gross. Who do you like, man?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Zach Reese, the America. Even though this is kind of a sketch fight.
Yeah, exactly. At 185 too, like he could get finished because Medina could throw some power.
Yeah, and then Reese was already sketched, but he didn't win his last fight, which was cool. But
yeah, he's good though. He's good. He definitely should be the favorite, and I think he should win. I just wish he was like maybe minus 250, like something like that, like not -500. Next up, man, we got this is another potential banger fight here. Borralho here against James Lontop. Borralho, he's a kind of a crowd favorite. Slava
yeah,
Claus, 7-4.
got yoked by Chase Pooper in his last fight.
Yep, got the Darce choke set on him, and then before that was a majority draw against Sadikov. That was the dude at Virgin Hotel. That I was like, hey, love your work, bro.
Oh, when we're walking
Uh,
in.
yeah. But I didn't even forgot his name on the top of my head. And then before that, he did beat Mahashete, who was definitely a prospect as well. And then fought some decent competition, bro. Mike Davis is a beast. And D1 Day Casey, respectable. So, but yeah, you got Lontop. Let me remind you, because he scarred me in the past here. He's still new, 14-3, nicknamed Goku, only 25 years old. So, I mean, he has a lot of room, to improve and stuff. Obviously, a knockout artist, never been knocked out. He most recently got choked out in the first round quickly by Chris Padilla, and he was a minus 450, bro. Lontop, shit's crazy. I remember that. I had him in a greasy parlay, and he just fucked it off. fucked it all off. But yeah, man, Borshev minus 220, which kind of surprises me. Lontop's plus 185. Man, I think I like Borshev, man. I'm going to take another shot with him here. I don't love the price. I don't think minus 220 is too awesome, because he could get finished here by Lontop, because Lontop got hands as well. And last time he just got choked out. Both these guys got choked out. This is like a perfect fight for them, because they're both going to stay standing and they're going to want to bang, pause. So somebody's going to go down. And, chin-wise, I think Borshev has shown that he can, he's a tough kid, tough guy, but I just think the younger guy is going to have a better chin. But I'm still going Borshev. I think he needs this win here. The style fits his fight.
Yeah, I got to go with Slavic Claus too.
Slavic Claus. Is he training out of
yeah, he trains out of side. What's him at it like for decision?
Let's see. Slavic Claus by decision is plus 175. That's not bad for being a minus 220.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then by KO is plus 140. Here you go. If you guys like the other side, for people that like Lontop, I think Lontop by KO plus 375 ain't bad either. To sprinkle on if you like the Lontop, because I think if he wins too, he's gonna finish Borshev. The under over is at 1.5. The under's plus 160. So I think you go over. Over is at minus 190. It's not bad. I think this could go over.
Yeah,
1.5.
I mean, I would think what's going to win by decision, Borshev.
Yeah.
Or if the other guy can finish him. Yeah, we got to see, because if he grapples, though, it's a wrap because the way Slava got yoked against Chase Hooper on the ground, that shit was depressing.
Yeah, I don't think so. Lontop don't like to grapple either, because he got his ass grappled up real quick, fucking around. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a banger though. I think it's potential. Some potential bonuses given out for that fight. Next up, we got another potential banger actually. Dennis Bazooka against Danny Silva, man. You got Dennis Bazooka here. This picture can look like Aiden Ross. 12-4, 26 years old, real young prospect, striker. He most recently knocked out Connor Matthews. Before that, he lost to Jamal Emmers and Sean Woodson in his first 2 UFC fights, man. But those are, I would say, pretty decent names and pretty tough-ass fights for your debuts and your second fight. But beating Connor Matthews, I think that's huge. That guy, I think, was only 7-1 before here. So, but he got a tough task ahead. Danny Silva, El Puma, man, another prospect, 9-1, 3-fight winning streak, knockout guy, never been finished. He most recently beat Josh Kulabau by split decision.
That was a good fight. He looked good in that one. I'm gonna have to just roll.
And then he beat Angel Pacheco before a Contender Series, and Angel Pacheco was also someone that was, put up a great fight as well. So this guy's had some been through the fire type of fights, I feel like, already early in his career. So he is the rightful favorite here. He's minus 210 right now. Bazooka's at plus 180. Yeah, I mean, he's real juice to the tits, but I like Silva here. Rightful favorite. I'm going with Silva.
Yeah, because I feel like in that fight against Kulabau, he actually did win that fight too. So, because that was a good fight.
Exactly. But I mean, this is a good match.
And that was and that was his UFC debut too, right?
Danny Silva's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, it was, because before that was Contender Series.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, this is a good one. I mean, I hate the price. I wish it was. I got it earlier when Danny Silva is less of a favorite, but
yeah,
I think it's still good. Next up, man, we hitting the main card here. Got your favorite fighter. Well, you're both your favorite fighters.
I don't fuck with
Edmund
GM3.
Shabazian against GM3.
Man,
this
is a weird fight. Edmund Shabazian's kryptonite is grappling, but then Mearshart has been known to get his lights put out. But I know Shabazian finally got on a winning streak again. Who'd he beat?
Yeah, he most recently got back on track by finishing AJ Dobson, knocking him out in the first round. Yeah, man. AJ Dobson's that black dude that looks like Captain Falcon or whatever, the new Captain America.
And then isn't GM3 like on a 2-fight winning streak or something like that? Or is it like one?
GM3 is on a little streak. He's 36-17, 1-fight win streak. Obviously, submission got here. But yeah, he beat Brian Barberena. He choked him out. But let's be honest here.
Way bigger than him. Yeah, is that what is that 185 and Barberena should be fighting at 155.
That's crazy, right? And Barberena is already kind of like just that guy that's just like down to scrap. Like he'll die in there, and it's late in his career. No good. But here he lost a split decision by Andre Petrosky before that, and then before that got finished by Joe Pyfer.
Yeah, that was a bad one too. That's the thing, man. He's like this guy, if he gets cracked, it's over. But if he can implement his grappling, he could take this against Shabazz in his sketch, man. Once they're trying to tout him like, the next big thing, and then he started getting yoked up by grapplers. And yeah.
I don't know. He was Ronda Rousey's prospect, remember?
Yes, he was prodigy out of their gym, but he doesn't even train out that gym anymore. I think he trains out of Vegas now.
Yeah. Which is better, maybe he got his hands better. Like
this is like a good fight to see where he is. If he can, sprawl and brawl, I feel like he'll win it with ease. What's Shabazz by like TKO?
Oh yeah, I got to go over the odds because that's going to be a big gap here too. You got Shabazian minus 300, GM3 plus 250. Esmond by you said TKO is minus 170. That's crazy.
But what's GM3 by like submission?
Plus 550.
In decision.
Bad. And by decision is plus 700.
Damn. I mean, there's worth it there because that's the thing. Like, if he could just drag him down, but he's like a finisher when it comes to grappling. But what's his name doesn't really get finished unless he's getting his ass like beat really bad.
Yeah, Edmund. I mean, he tries to tough it out.
That's what I mean. He's not getting like tap out unless he's really getting like beat down, like bloody and everything. So
and Mearshardt's not going to do that. Yeah, he's not a really brute like guy.
Yeah,
like, even when he grabs him down, he doesn't beat him like that.
No, yeah, it's like finesse. He'll take you down and go to like choke you or something.
Yeah, get to submissions. Yeah. I mean, obviously, who I think wins, Shabazian, like he's the younger fighter. He's the guy that's improving. He has experience now. That's another thing is like he's fought, even though he's gotten his ass beat in a lot of these fights, but like these are good ass opponents. And you just get that experience over time.
Well, that's the thing. He was like young too, and they just threw him to the wolves.
Yeah. But the odds, man, laying minus 300 on Edmund Shabazian doesn't make me feel good. It never does,
but It should be that though, in all reality. But then,
he should be the favorite, no doubt. But it's also hard to bet on old ass Gerald Mearshart. Even though I'm a fan of GM3 now. I've been an advocate and I've won with him, as a big dog before. So it's tempting to go back. But it's like how many times can he keep defying the odds?
Nah, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna take a shot on that one, but yeah, I guess it's Edmund.
Edmonton.
Here we go, another old man versus young prospect.
Yeah,
your
for
boy,
sure,
bro, Michael Morales.
Going with Morales all day here.
Yeah, Morales minus 850 right now. Neil Magny plus 600.
I mean, Neil, he's defined the odds before,
man, obviously.
But I just feel like I don't know. It's like against like this guy Morales, he's on point. But his last fight was against Max, or was it a different one? Oh no,
it was against Jake Matthews, and then it was against shout out to Max Griffin, man. That was a crazy fight, man. But he's fought pretty much like guys that are down to fucking fight. Like these are guys, real guys. Neil Magny, he might frustrate him. Like he might start a little hugging, a little, push to the cage, let's just lean on him a little bit to see what we can do, stretch it out. But obviously, should win, should possibly even knock him out. What's the knockout? I don't think he's going to knock him out, though. Let's see what the odds would be. Morales by points is plus 105. That's the most likely outcome, they say. Then by knockout, would be plus 195. So, I mean, you have to go prop, though, just purely because at minus 850. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Super greasy parlay.
Super greasy, man. I don't know. Like, Magny at plus 600 is not the worst, It's not the worst you can do, but I mean, you can't think that Neil Magny's going to win, but you could just hope. And hope is not a hedge. But so I'm going Morales, obviously, but I'm not betting the 850. I wouldn't recommend it. Neil Magny could do something, pull out a greasy one. Next up on the main card, man, we got Ryan Loder against Robert Valentine. These are the guys from the Ultimate Fighter show. This is the finale live, and they're going to be fighting for the 185 contract.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Ryan Loder trains out, I think, SAC. He trains with Max. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, big time wrestler too.
The other guy is crazy though. He's a finisher, but I think Loder's the underdog too, right?
Yep. The odds right now are Loder is plus 130. Let's see. Valentine is minus 155. Loder's plus 135. So Ryan Loder's a wrestler. He is old in his career now. He's finally getting a shot. He's 33 years old. He was the one representing America in the Ultimate Fighter show. And then he pretty much like took care of business for the most part in his fights. They don't show it on here, but if you watch the show, he's been taking care of business, as you guys can see. That's why he's been here. The other guy is, like you said, crazy as hell. Robert Valentine, man. He's just like, looks crazy. He fights crazy. He's aggressive. He's pretty well-rounded. He grapples, but he can also throw some power. And he also got a chin too. You know what I'm saying? The only time he's lost is what? He's lost a few times in the past as well. So it looks like, he's down to scrape, and he's down to put himself out there and risk as well. I mean, I'm going to pick Valentine here, but I think Loder is live in the sense of he's a really good grappler and wrestler, man. So it's going to be wrestling against a little more jiu-jitsu type of grappling. So we're gonna see, man. I think it might end up being on the feet. If it's on the feet, Valentine wins. But yeah, I'll pick him for now. But who do you like?
Yeah, I gotta go with the local dude, man. Loder,
Kurt Loder. No.
This guy's crazy though. He's crazy on the show.
Mentally crazy. Look at his tattoos. He says like the devil or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he be wilding out. He be wilding out for sure.
Next up, we got Horny Fights are back. Co-main event: Angela Hill against Tabitha Ritchie, Baby Shark. Angela Hill, man, she's been obviously an OG, been fighting and still fighting. She's 39 years old already. Just had a pretty decent performance against Luana Piero. And then before that, Denise Gomes. So she's beating these little new younger fighters. And now she got another Brazilian young fighter here, Tabitha Ritchie. But this one is definitely better than I think the last two, in my opinion. She's 10-2. She's definitely real short, 5'1", but a wrestler. Real solid wrestler, decision machine. Most recently won split against Tisha Pennington, and then lost a split to Lupita Godinez. Hey, I didn't even look at it yet, but just off the top of my head here, what's the split decision? This goes to split. Like this, do they even have this yet, man? We'll look at it later. But who do you like in this?
Man, I gotta go with Angela Hill, even though like she's older. But then the thing is, because Baby Shark is like sketch as fuck, bro. All her fights are like sketch. It's all about like, you said like she's a wrestler, but the thing is that's Angela Hill's like kryptonite. But if Angela Hill could just keep this standing, like it's a wrap for Baby Shark.
Yeah, I'm with you here. The odds are around pick'ems right now. I still think there's value on Angela Hill. More experience. Like you said, if it happens to stay on the feet and she can stuff the takedowns, she has a big advantage on the feet. Her striking is better. She's durable as well. So as long as she can stuff the takedowns, because that's all Richie's going to try to do, clinch out and do takedown. Not even clinch. I just think she's going to try to take her down because Angela Hill's pretty decent and good in the clinch too, in the Muay Thai clinch.
Well, she's the
So
Muay Thai clinch for sure. But she's like she's developed her game because she literally came in as a straight kickboxer and just this whole time been learning on the job.
yeah, and I mean she's put in the years now, so she's faced a lot. Um, so I just think I'm going with that side. But as far as like something I'm going to look into, I'm looking at here. Ricci by split or majority decision is plus 450, and it's also plus 450 for Angela Hill by split or majority decision. Like I could totally see this going to split decision on some sketchy shit. And you know how many times Angela Hill's gotten robbed, and she
All
felt
the
like got
time.
robbed all the time.
For real.
So hopefully that doesn't happen again. And now it kind of swings more in her favor. Like it's a split, and it's like for her, But I'm gonna look into those as well. Or here we go. Fight goes to a split decision either way is plus 200. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I like that. The over 2.5 rounds is minus 500. That's hella funny. All right, we're going to the main event here. We're going with Jared Cannonier, another older OG black fighter, like at 40 years old, against Kyle Borralho. Man, Jared is 40 years old, man. Crazy.
Man.
He's been through it all, except for the
got played in his last fight. What was the early stoppage?
Yeah, last fight against Imamov. He was getting pieced up, but yeah, they stopped it. They said kind of early, but he was definitely getting pieced up. But he's older, man. It was a good fight. Before that, he had decisions with Vettori, and
he was winning that fight though too.
The Imamov one?
Yep.
Was he? I don't think he was.
No, he was. It was until the end, and then he bounced off the cage, but then he put his hands back up, and then the ref stopped the fight. It was a robbery. It was really.
Wait, you say he was winning, and then
he was winning, but then he got clipped. He got clipped in the fourth, and then like he still had his hands up, but the ref stopped it like from the pressure, like and then that's why they're like, what the fuck? Like everybody was like, remember it was a whole ass thing.
Yeah, I remember it being controversial, like as far as early stoppage. But I don't remember it. I have to watch it back, but I don't remember him like being like decisively winning the fight, And then
he was winning that fight.
But yeah, before that, man, he had decisions, big wins. Sean Strickland, Marvin Vettori, man, and then he only lost to Izzy before that. I mean, he's fought everyone in the division, legends, Anderson Silva. So I mean, he's been through it all. But the other side of that coin is that because he's been through it all, he's also 40, almost 41 years old. The mileage adds up, man. But he's tough, got power. He's spiritual, man. But here's the problem. Kyle Borralho, man, is part of the Fighting Nerds. The momentum has been pretty strong, 16-1 here. Getting into his prime at 31, never been finished.
His first true test, too, like a big contender. Because look, everybody he's been fighting has been kind of like...
Yeah, like a top 5.
It's like, yeah. Because he hasn't even fought like a top 10.
Yeah, all these guys he's fought are just like kind of like decent middle tier, like Muradov, Petrosian, Abus, and then Paul Craig. I mean, Paul Craig's not good because he's old now or whatever, but I mean, he's a tough out. So he's not like I don't think he's that weak as far as like what the world thinks of Paul Craig. He's a tough guy, but yeah, of course he hasn't fought anybody yet. He's still getting into his prime of his career. He is the favorite too. I'll show you the odds here. I think Borralho's about a minus 225 now. Wow. He was like minus 180 yesterday, 190. Jared Cannonier is plus 190, man. So wow, money's still coming in on Borralho. I mean, I'm riding this Fighting Nerds momentum. I just think the biggest difference is not even like I don't even think he's necessarily a better striker than Cannonier. Cannonier is a better striker, but they game plan stuff, and you don't see a lot of fighters that follow game plans often to the T. And these Fighting Nerds, man, they really go into it with a plan. And they adjust pretty well as well throughout the fight. So I'm going with the younger guy, man. Borralho, I would even take him straight up minus 225. I love Jared, but he's close to the end of his career.
No, yeah, he's older. I mean, he has it in him. If they could keep it standing, you can't sleep on the Cannonier. Good thing Cannonier, he doesn't throw a lot. He's hella reserved now. That was his whole thing in the Izzy fight. He wasn't. He was shy to let it go. If he let go, he's always live because he got the power. He used to be a heavyweight.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I just gotta go with the younger dude too. I mean, because this is the
Kyle.
fight to put him if he wants to be a contender now for the title.
Exactly.
But I said Cannonier did get played in his last fight, so that's what sucks. Is he gonna show yo, I'm done now? Because he did get, he was woozy.
Or does he have motivation to show people hey, if I got played, then I'm gonna show y'all. Give me.
That's another thing.
Got to bounce back.
Yeah, but I think Cannonier's only way to win would be by TKO knockout.
Yeah, that's true. What is that? That is plus 275. I mean, that's not bad. It's not terrible. I don't think the under over's at 3.5 rounds. Over is minus 160. Man, I don't know. I could see this ending in so many different ways. So
it's
that's a little tough.
Fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. But yeah, going into best bets, man. We're gonna have to continue this. We still got months to catch up here. We still got it going, but we're gonna take a break next week. So we gotta hit it this week.
Gotta hit some.
You want to go? Or you want me to go?
Oh yeah, okay, I'll go. We'll do the Ryan Loader dude straight up bet.
Loader plus 135.
Also Angela Hill straight up.
Hill minus 1 for 105. She has 105.
And then I'm gonna do Morales, Shabazian. Keep scrolling down. We could do a Danny Silva too.
Silva.
And fucking Ad Borchev.
Slava Borchev.
Borralho.
All right. That's 3 plays. You just want to leave at 3 or you want to give him 4?
Man. Yeah, we'll just do 4. Fuck it. I'll bet on the Victoria chick.
Victoria plus 650.
We'll get a throw something for each for something big.
All right, man. I'm going main event here. Kyle Borralho minus 225. I like Cavalcanti minus 185. Conti minus 185. What was the other one? Oh, Danny Silva minus 210. I'm gonna go Danny Silva minus 210. And then last but not least, I gotta ride with it. Angela Hill, baby. Oh, she wasn't minus 105. She was minus. What was calling minus 110 for us? Pick'ems. Let's go. All right, Angela Hill, man. She just looks like that black chick in your freaking ceramics class. That's like Angela Hill to me. You know her husband's white, so that's cool though. We love biracial shit. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. We're here. We're not queer, but we're going in. We're trying to just come back and just finish the year right, man. But it's gonna be a good break because after the break, you got Noche. So that's gonna be amazing, man. I hope it goes down. Tickets are going down slowly, y'all. I don't want to tell y'all, but so y'all don't buy them. But
there's also the Contender Series back now, right?
Yep, week 2 is tomorrow. So yeah, man, I'm excited. Last week there was a lot of finishes, so it's a good time to kind of watch these guys fights. And obviously, a lot of these guys are motivated to get finishes so they can get their contracts. But Dana's giving them out pretty often because he's been cutting hella fighters to make space and make room. But yeah, man, we got PFL this week. We got, I think that should be it. Oh, there's other minor league stuff too. How about that Craig Jones jiu-jitsu shit against Gabby?
It didn't happen, right?
No, it did. He choked her out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but then he let go obviously right away. It's like a match, and then they hugged, and it was all good.
Yeah.
She knew though. She didn't feel bad. She just like, you know, bowed to him after. But you know, when I watched the video, she didn't look as big as when they were like facing off and like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she's big, but it was like when they stood next to each other, and then she was probably wearing heels and shit too. She just looked like literally twice the size of him, maybe 3 times the size of him.
Nah, yeah, that shit crazy.
But yeah, man, peace out. Group chat on Wax, check it out. Gen G Universe, peace.